America's economy added 151,000 jobs in February as employment growth rebounded. That number came in below the 160,000 jobs economists were expecting. Friday marks another solid month of job gains in the labor market, but recent economic data is showing uncertainty and layoffs are on the rise amid monumental policy shifts from the Trump administration. Starting today, American farmers face new retaliatory tariffs on many products they send to China. The measures include an extra 15% duty on chicken, wheat, corn, and cotton, and a 10% one on items like beef and soybeans. Some American farmers say they're worried escalating trade tensions could make it harder to sell their products abroad. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's newly chosen successor, Mark Carney, is standing by Canada's retaliation against the U.S. A week-long boycott against Amazon starts today. The People's Union USA launched the protest, claiming Amazon hurts small businesses and exploits workers. The group wants shoppers to avoid all Amazon-owned companies, including Ring, Whole Foods, and Prime Video. Last week, the grassroots organization called for a 24-hour boycott of major retail chains like Target. The Department of Agriculture says eggs are about to double the price from January of last year. An ongoing bird flu outbreak is blamed as the main culprit. Katie Weiss visited one of the few farms with plenty of eggs.
900 laying hens and 700 broiler chickens.
This northern Alabama farm has been in Keith Southard's family for 5 generations. His business is booming because he has eggs, a commodity many farms can't produce right now.
Never had this many phone calls.
Last year, he had to kill his flock after they got sick with a bacterial infection.
Similar symptoms to the avian flu. There really wasn't any answer but to just cull the flock and start over.
Because his birds were not infected with a highly pathogenic disease like bird flu, he didn't qualify for a U.S. Department of Agriculture program that reimburses farmers to replace flocks.
Bared through it and kept going.
A CBS News analysis of federal data found since 2020, the USDA paid $1.1 billion to hundreds of egg producers forced to kill their flock to stop bird flu spreading. Despite the public investment to help farms get back on track, egg supply issues remain, and prices hiked by more than 15% in January.
Definitely a question there about when USDA should get involved.
To try to stop the rise of egg prices, the USDA plans to spend $1 billion more tax dollars to fight the bird flu, including $400 million to farmers to buy new chickens.
We have to be diligent.
Frank Singleton with Wayne Sanderson Farms is glad the USDA is helping. The USDA paid them $600,000 over 2 years after calling 3 bird flu exposed flocks.
Do you think that that's a fair use of taxpayer money?
Well, it's a partnership with the farmers and the consumer to make sure we can continue to feed America.
With bird flu fallout expected to last at least another year, Southard says it's important to protect small farms.
Takes away the big consolidation that's happened and spreads out the risk.